Quinault's amazing. It affords the residents a lot of convenience.
It's part of the community, but it's another community within. We see residents make the transition from their independent living campus home into the independent Quinault home. They really start to become more engaged with their neighbors. That social engagement is really key. From what we're seeing, that really helps people keep their memory sharp, and people kind of look out for one another, and that's really comforting. If people want to be really social, independent, are coming and going to all sorts of meetings, going to the wood shop, going to exercise classes, art programs, you name it, it's a great place to live.
There's a lot of resident activities. We have resident-run monthly potlucks. They get together for a movie in the coffee bar. Several of the floors get together and they do a coffee hour, and just for their floor. And I've dropped by a couple of times. Not only is it good eats, but it is a lot of fun.
Goodness, we have 6 pages of activities that you can get involved with. The glory about living here is you can do nothing or you can do a lot.
It's centrally located, so there's so many different conveniences to being in the Quinault.
It's just so easy to get around. Everything's here. You never have to go out in the rain.
You can get to the bank. You don't have to park your car, you just walk right over. You don't even have to go outside. You can go through the sky bridge. So that makes it really convenient, especially during the winter time when there's snow and ice.
You can pick up your prescriptions, you can get your hair done, you can even do a small amount of gift shopping at Gifts, etc. over at Panorama Hall.
Everything's so accessible that they're not having to worry about transportation so much because they can hop on the shopping bus to go to the store. Those are things that are really increasing people's quality of life.
I'm a quilter, so it's really convenient for me to go down to the craft room at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when it's empty and lay out my quilt, and that really works out real nice for me.
The restaurant has a wonderful Quinault meal delivery program.
So the restaurant will deliver meals to the room, pick up the dishes when they're done, and they love having that access.
The moving process is really daunting to a lot of people. So I think that's the number one thing, is people feel really overwhelmed with the thought of having to downsize and go through all their things and be in a smaller space.
The thought of moving, it's filled with stress even before you start, and they work so hard at making it stress-free and easy.
We will work with residents to find the right time for them to move, and we will schedule the moving company. The moving company will pack you, and they will move you, and they'll even help unpack.
When they move in, you can call the work order desk and somebody will come and hang your pictures for you. It really is a process that is made very easy for the residents.
The Quinault building is one of our older buildings on campus, but it was really a top priority to make sure that the inside of the apartments were beautiful, just as beautiful as the homes out on campus.
The apartments here have been newly renovated, so when they're moving in, they get to move into a brand new space. The apartments are just beautiful.
My kitchen is the best kitchen I've ever had in my life. My daughter said, "Mom, what do you need this nice kitchen for? You don't cook that much." And I said, "No, but I've never had one this nice and I'm going to enjoy it."
Soon we will see some improvements, particularly with the interior of the Quinault walls, which most people, if they walk through the Quinault building, they see the brick yellow walls. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's not ours either, and we're working on changing that and making it just as lovely as the inside of the homes. One of our biggest projects occurring right now is the assisted living renovation. So they're doing beautiful landscaping and new building on the assisted living, and that's really going to be the inspiration and what triggers some of the projects that are going to be inside of the Quinault.
By the time someone has moved into the Quinault, within the first couple of weeks, their district representative here, which is a resident-run program, has already made contact with them. Their Map Your Neighborhood captain has made contact with them, and I get the privilege of greeting all residents, whether they are transfers in from on campus or new residents to the Quinault. I get to meet with them and do a new resident orientation. And by then, I can't think of anybody that hasn't already connected with people here. The convenience and the camaraderie that you have here at the Quinault, it's very easy, and the residents are fantastic.
It's really a wonderful place to live, and it's easy.
Most everybody that comes to the Quinault has said to me they wish they'd come sooner.